Thank you so much for tuning back to my channel. This is going to be a FAQ about my hair. I've concluded that there's 5 very important topics to discuss, which I would like to share with everybody watching in an effort to help you guys better understand and come across your hair issues, whether it comes to growing, maintaining, whatever the case might be. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If there's anything I've missed or anything that you have other questions, please comment below. Let me know what your question is, and I'll do my best to answer your question as honestly and as truthfully as I can. Okay, so the first question, I have them written down here, my wash and go routine. Okay, it's changed recently, but for the most part, I wash my hair once every 2 weeks. So twice a month, I will wash my hair, which means I moisturize my hair once a week. So in a month, I will moisturize my hair approximately 4 times. In a month, I will wash my hair approximately 2 times. Recently, I started experimenting with my shikakai senna leaf powder mixture. So I've changed my wash routine, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do as of yet. But for the most part, on a whole, I do wash my hair about once every 2 to 3 weeks. I didn't start out like that though. I just want to set expectations. When I started extending the wash cycle for my hair, initially growing up, because this is not the first time I grew my hair. So first time I grew my hair, I was always in the process of washing my hair once every day or every other day. And I was also using chemicals that had very abrasive, harsh stripping properties, which is why my hair was always damaged, breaking off, and never really getting past that dry phase, and no matter what I tried. So when I went to an all-natural routine, I first started washing my hair once every 3 to 4 days. Then I kept that for about a week or so, or 2 weeks. And after about 2-3 weeks, then I tried once every 5 days. Sometimes it was hard because my scalp would get itchy. I didn't have my routine down packed, so I'd have to kind of play hit and miss. But I started off every day, then every 2 days, then every 3 days, and so on. So for anybody who's watching my videos that's interested in sort of following my routine in an effort to help their hair grow faster, please understand that I didn't just do this overnight. It was a gradual learning process. I'm almost at 4.5 years growth now. So I started switching up my routine about maybe 1.5 years, 2 years into my hair growth journey. So just to set expectations, it's a slow, gradual step and a learning change for your hair, for yourself, and for your body. So just keep that in mind, please. For the second question is for dandruff or itchy scalp. I get an overwhelming number of people who are messaging me saying that they have really dry, itchy scalp. Their scalp hurts, it itches, it's flaking, their hair is very dry, and it's just a constant issue. So they want to know what they can do to fix the fact that they have really dry, itchy scalp. Okay, itchy scalp is dry scalp. Dry scalp means your hair is lacking nutrients and moisture to properly keep your scalp moisturized. That's why your scalp is flaking, because it's dry. So you have to rehydrate some of that moisture back into your scalp. And it's not just about adding water, it's about actually adding what will help re-nourish. Just like your skin. When your skin is dry, what do? You put lotion on your skin, right? You put lotion on your skin because the cream, the butter, whatever the case might be in the lotion, the active ingredients are going to penetrate the dryness and moisturize your skin, right? So the same concept falls for your hair. When your hair is dry and your scalp is dry, it's your body telling you that you need to give it something so it's not dry. So for itchy, dry scalp, I would strongly and highly recommend coconut oil. I've been saying this for the longest time, and I'm going to continue to say this going forward. Grace brand, what I like, because it's cold press, it's virgin, and it's the most natural oil, it's organic. There are other brands that claim to be organic, but they're actually refined. So coconut oil, important thing to do, make sure it's not refined, make sure it's natural, make sure it's organic, and make sure it's cold pressed. There's other ways to make coconut. I made a coconut oil video some time back, which has very similar properties to this, but all in all, when it comes to hair care, I feel this is better. The other oil is more, I feel now, is for cooking. But so please get coconut oil if you don't have this in your hair care pantry. This is an absolute must. I would recommend after you have a shower or whatever the case might be, like everybody's different, it's hard for me to give direction, but I would recommend slowly putting a little bit of that in your scalp and warming it up, because that will actually penetrate deeper, especially when you're going to sleep at night. So example, if you're going to like if you don't like oily hair, understandable. You know, my hair is very oily. It's not greasy, it's oily. It always stays oil because I'm a true believer in heavy oiling. It's done nothing but give me amazing results. Afro hair addictions like Tyrone, he's my #1 supporter, and honestly I love watching his videos when he talks about heavy oiling. It just reassures my beliefs and my respect towards heavy oiling, especially natural heavy oiling. So oiling is very important for me. I understand that everyone has a different perspective on grease oil, especially if you wear shirts that very sort of like sensitive fabric. The oil can seep through it and they'll leave stains. I get all that. So in a situation when you're really extremely sensitive about like options, what I can suggest is the following. Try to incorporate that massage or that oil into your scalp, maybe when you go to sleep, on your days off, when you're at home, because even doing that 2-3 times a day will absolutely give you results in the long run versus not doing anything about it. So for dry, itchy scalp, there are other oils as well too. There's always more than one alternative to whatever it is. Like there's not just one answer for anything. You know, I firmly believe that there's many different roads that do lead to sort of a destination point. So if coconut oil is not an option for you, there are other oils that you can sort of veer around. But essentially the key thing that I'm trying to express in this video is natural oils that are produced from the earth, that are not chemically refined, are actually very good for your body and very good for your scalp. So that is what I would recommend for itchy, dry scalp. Okay, there are other oils, but from my experience, just a lot of people have asked me, it's worked for me. Anybody I've recommended coconut oil to, it's worked for them. So I would recommend you guys to try it. You know what? I've always said this in almost all my videos where I talk about this. If you have a routine, your routine works for you, excellent. Keep it up, keep going. My videos are for those who have tried what they can and are now at a point that they don't have any other options to consider or are desperate for a solution because everything they've tried hasn't worked. So my thing is, if you've already tried something, it's not working for you, try what I have to say. At the end of the day, the worst case scenario that's going to happen to you is nothing, because your situation is not going to get any worse. It's already at its sort of like breaking point. So my suggestion is that try it. It will work. It's worked for me. Anybody else it's worked for. But at the end of the day, you know, we're all adults. So if you feel the incentive to try it, by all means. If not, then I wish you all the best with your hair journey going forward. Last thing I want to mention about dry, itchy scalps, hats. Okay, hats are a big no-no. Today is the first time I'm actually wearing my hat. Like, I was out today too. Part of why I'm wearing this is I got my hair done, right? By the way, I'm learning how to braid, so I can pretty much do the braid myself too, but it's taking me a little bit of time to perfect the braid. So I'm in the process of actually perfecting braids, so I can do this style at a more regular and you know, not have to harass people to do my hair. So yeah, and then I'm wearing this hat today because you can tell that the top was a little bit, you know, there's a bit of fly hair. So I just thought that it looked a little bit neater and more presented with the hat on, but it's more of a protective style. So the point is, hats are a big no-no. I see a lot of people who have, sorry, I don't mean to call anybody out, and I'm not gonna call any names out, but people, when I interact in like malls, in different locations, again, school, mall, wherever the case might be, people who wear hats, I find a strong correlation with those wearing hats with like the receding hairline. And I'm just being very honest with what I say. A lot of people that wear hats, they wear hats because they have a really bad receding hairline, or their hair is just really not in a very bad state, so the hat keeps it sort of, and what that's actually doing, you're just enclosing your hair in a tightly confined space, not giving it time to breathe, not giving it time to properly get the air, the nutrients from the sun, because everything about nature, about the sun, about the air, about the oxygen, the humidity, all of that is reflective, and we have to respect all that, right, in different times of the year. But we need all of that still. That's just it's my opinion on it. So when you're wearing a hat all day, every day, and you're not giving your hair enough time to breathe, that's actually causing a lot of sort of like moisture buildup. That's how I see it. So an example I can think of is, if you're wearing socks in a boot, like you have a big heavy boot, and you wear the boot for like 2 days straight, and you take off your shoes, and then you take off your socks. So what happens, right? You have a lot of moisture, humidity, your feet are probably wrinkled, they probably smell, it's a funky odor. So that concept, why does that happen? Because your feet are now confined in a space. So I like to try to relate things on me, helps me to understand. Same thing with the head, like with your hair too. If you're trying to grow your hair, lose the hat. You know what? You can wear it once in a while, but if you're wearing your hat every day on an excessive basis, and you find that your head's itching, you find that you're having issues, try losing the hat, because that can have a big difference. So just the last thing on the whole dandruff, itchy scalp. Okay, Products I use. Okay, guys, my routine has not changed. The shampoo and conditioner I use is still Curelle, which is I don't have that with me. I'm just too lazy to go up and get it. But shampoo and conditioner is Curelle. Okay, so I will put the link in there. But I've already talked about the shampoo before. Some of the products that I use, again, Lily of the Desert aloe vera jelly. This stuff I mix with water, or sorry, this is the juice. I mix this 50-50 with water. And what I do is this kind of talks about maintaining my hair. Okay, so when I moisturize my hair and I maintain my hair, I do what's called the LOC, which is the liquid, oil, and then followed by a cream or some type of a concealer. Okay, so if I come out of the shower, I don't need to use a liquid because my hair is already wet. So then I'm just going to skip that step, go to oil, and then some type of a cream or concealer protectant type of buttercream. Okay, if my hair is dry and it's due for a moisturizer routine, what I do is first the liquid, so LOC, okay? First is the liquid, which is water, distilled water, because tap water, mainstream water has chemicals that can strip your hair as well too, like minerals, which are abrasive, and again, just my take on it. Distilled water with aloe vera juice, get like a bottle, mix it 50-50%, and then spray that all over your hair and all over your scalp, and that will basically nourish or moisturize your hair if you're trying to extend the wash cycle between your hairs. Now, important point I want to touch on. A lot of people ask me about oily hair and sebum, and they have a lot of excessive oily hair, so they don't have any choice but to wash their hair every other day, or in some cases every day, which is very much understandable. I still don't recommend that because I still feel that there are ways to stretch that. Like, one thing I have recommended, especially for men that work out a lot, that go to basically that work out a lot, that work full time, that are too busy to basically after the workout, the hair is all greased, it's all oily, it's all sweaty, and they're like, they can't go home and shower and have their hair smelling or having it feel like that. So that's understandable. My suggestion, the only thing that I've come across which I feel can be beneficial in the situation, is if you were to take aloe vera water in a spray bottle, spray your whole head down, dampen it to the point where basically you have dampen to the point where basically dampen to the point where basically your head is wet, not like dripping wet, but it's wet enough where it's like it's damp, and then you can use a shirt to dry off your hair and completely clean off any of that excessive oil or grease or whatever might be in your hair. It works for me when I'm going through my long hair stretches. So if you haven't tried that, try that out. If that doesn't work for you, or you feel that's not a sustainable option for you, then I'm not really sure what else to consider on that. Again, maybe check in the comments because somebody else may have an alternative, which they may comment. So if that's the case, just check below. Okay, so the products I use: aloe vera, lily of the desert. With this, I've shown you guys coconut oil. Okay, this is really good stuff. Again, I highly recommend you guys get this stuff. I have extra virgin olive oil. Again, I drink this stuff too. It's good. Lately, I've been slacking on my routine, but when we talk about alkaline intake of foods, olive oil has the highest level of alkaline intake that any food has, so it's really good to take. Again, my routine's been slacking off because I've been kind of on my ish, but taking a shot of this at night before I go to sleep and in the morning, it's just amazing for your body. But anyways, it's good for your hair too. Again, extra virgin olive oil. It's Mediterranean. It's cold pressed, or actually not cold pressed, sorry, but it's organic and it's imported from Italy. So I don't like getting stuff that's American or stuff that's like. I like stuff that's imported from Mediterranean because they tend to have less genetically modified organism or ingredient mixture in their stuff. Okay. Shea butter. So once in a while, instead of using the buttercream, which is the kids' buttercream here, okay, I like this stuff. It's good. But once in a while, I'll need something more heavier. I'll need something with a bit more punch. So I'll use this makumba shea butter, which in place of this, I'll use this. And what it does is keep my hair really protected, especially in the colder seasons. Castor oil, I've shown you guys this before. This is the lavender flavored, castor oil with lavender oil essence in there. So it has a very strong lavender smell, which is really good stuff. So this is my routine. So quickly, before I'm not trying to make this video too long, quickly. So LOC, which is the liquid oil cream concealer, whatever you want to call it. Aloe vera and water is my liquid. Then you talk about my oil. My oil is, first I use coconut oil, and I use this for my scalp and to sort of coat my whole hair. This is always a base when it comes to me doing my hair. Followed with coconut oil, what I will use is lavender oil and olive oil mixed together, 50-50, and I will use this on my ends, more from like middle of my hair down. So remember, 50-50 blend of this, very thick, very heavy. So if you're not experienced or you're not comfortable using heavy oils, I would not recommend you guys look into this. It is not something that's easy to work with, but you have to build up over time. Okay, so liquid, oil, and then my cream is going to be either Shea Moisture Kids Butter Curling Cream or the Makumba White Shea Butter. But this one is just a mixture of different ones. This one is just straight 100% shea butter and shea bark. Tree bark, yes. So that is the products I use. I'm not going to veer from that anytime soon. It's been working for me for as long as I can say that's been working for me, so I'm just gonna continue to work with it. Okay, so the last thing was about why I grew my hair, but that's a completely separate, long video, and I'm not trying to make this video too long. So actually there's 4 FAQs that I answered. Why I grew my hair, I think I'll just make a separate video about that because it's very long. There's a lot of information to cover. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Once again, I'm happy to see that there are a lot of people out there that are growing their hair, different types of hair. I have type 2C hair. You know, I try to follow and find as many good accounts that that actually actively do their hair journeys. So I love type 3 and type 4 hair. Those are the hair types that I actually learned from. So the LOC method, again, I thank the Black community so much for the LOC method because it is something that is used for type 3, type 4 hair. And if I didn't learn about it, then my hair would not be as growing as long as it is now, not be as healthy, not be as nutritious, and not be as maintained. So I love the LOC method, and again, I thank the Black community so much for putting videos out there and teaching others to actually about the LOC method. So with that being said, I'm gonna sign off for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please comment below. If you haven't already seen my previous videos, I would recommend you guys check out my previous videos, and I will talk to you guys in my next video, which should be my next hair month update. So thanks again for watching. I hope this video was enjoyable. Please thumbs up if you liked the info, and if there's anything I missed, comment below, let me know. I do my best to address everything, but if there's anything I missed or that needs to be added in, please help me out too. Thank you so much. Peace out. I'll talk to you guys next time.